Hey everyone. For this video, I'm coming to you from a historic location where some Native Americans built these awesome structures around us to live in. They built like this one called the castle that's further up over there. Then they've got this watchtower that I imagine they use to, spot incoming enemies and that sort of thing. And these were all built by the Ute tribe, and it's just kind of cool to see this history of people who lived here hundreds of years ago, because I mean these are hundreds of years old and yet they still stand, which is awesome. But anyway, just wanted to give you that brief little background because you can see this awesome structure here. So today's topic is going to be about dealing with things that make you uncomfortable and how that forces you to level up, because right now it is slowly starting to drizzle. I didn't really plan this video. I didn't plan on filming in rain. Hopefully it doesn't rain, but yeah, it's drizzling right now. So that's interesting. It reminds me of a good friend of mine was actually joking, saying I should film a series of videos where I just stand in like increasingly worse weather to show like how you can use stoicism or mindset to push through bad conditions. And he was saying like the first video should start off where you're standing in like, it's drizzling or something, and the next one there's like high winds, and the next one it'll be pouring rain, then after that it'll be snowing, and then another one after that you'll be in like a blizzard or something. It's a funny idea, and I'm sharing that with you right now because filming in this light drizzle reminds me of his suggestion for that, because that'd be really funny to do eventually, but I'd probably need better filming equipment to handle that kind of weather. But yeah, it's important to deal with things that make you uncomfortable from time to time. Like right now, it's pretty cold. Got a little bit of drizzle going on. Still making this video, and also there's a family over there not too far away that have crying children, and that's a bit of a distraction for my videos. But I wanted to film anyway. Hopefully, you can't really hear much of it anyway using my phone's onboard mic. But yeah, guys. So in general, just don't really necessarily force yourself per se to do things that make you uncomfortable. Although some of you may need it if you never challenge yourselves. So if you never ever take the opportunity to push yourself, to challenge yourself, to grow, then maybe you do need to force yourself. But for those of you who do like dabble in that from time to time, just do it more often. Do things that make you a bit uncomfortable. Go for a jog in a drizzle or maybe even in the rain if you can handle it, because then you're helping yourself develop that mental toughness to get through anything that life can throw at you, because that's huge. I mean, so many people dis or display they how do I put it? They like downplay it. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. They downplay the importance of mental toughness, because guys, we never know what life will throw at us. Like, you just never know. So it's important that you actually have that mental toughness to handle anything that life throws at you. And one of the easiest ways to get there is just doing things that make you uncomfortable more often. And I've probably even done quite a few videos on topics similar to this and how it relates to stoicism, but it's important, guys. Just do that as much as you can, because those little acts of things that make you uncomfortable prepare you for the bigger things that will hit you, and you never know when they will. Like, things could happen at any moment. You could trip while you're walking somewhere, fall, and like break a leg even just from walking somewhere. You never know what will happen. So it's important that you just have a mentality where you're prepared to handle that. Where filming in the light drizzle doesn't bother you. I mean, if it were like pouring right now, that would be one thing. I don't even know if my phone can handle that kind of weather. We'd find out, I guess. But yeah, just do things that make you uncomfortable more often. And other than that, I would say just go places that have historical meaning, that remind you of just what people have done here, because it's trippy to think about the way our ancestors used to live. And I mean, obviously I'm not related to the Utes at all, but it's trippy to think about how they lived here in this valley. Like, I mean, you can look around, you see this is like a desert landscape behind me, right? Like, it's interesting. If you could imagine living out in a desert like environment. They do get snow here from time to time, so that does happen. It can get pretty cool, but they somehow lived. I mean, they found their water sources, they were able to hunt animals, they were able to grow corn and other wheat products like that, and they built these awesome structures and were able to defend their territory. So it's really cool to see the history of these areas and just to imagine living like this, because we have things so freaking great now and we don't even realize it half the time because we never give ourselves that perspective. We never compare the way our lives are now to the way they were for our ancestors. Because I mean, imagine living in something like this back in the day. Like you would have no electricity, no lights, no refrigerators for storing food, no social media, no cell phones, none of that. It's like if you went off on your own for a while and got lost, you'd be kind of screwed because you didn't have GPS or anything to help you navigate back. You'd have to be able to fend for yourself completely. But now we've got all this technology to help us out and make our lives super comfortable and just lush and amazing. We don't realize how luxurious our lives are compared to how they were for our ancestors. So keep that in mind as well. It's just good to have that perspective. But that's pretty much all I have for you today. We need to get out of here before it starts raining too hardcore. So keeping this video short, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if so, please remember to subscribe or follow if you aren't already and you like the content. Otherwise, the easiest way you can help me out is just to like that video. That helps the algorithm immensely. And then let me know your thoughts on this. And leave comments down below and share the video if you think that it's helpful to other people as well. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Arrivederci.